In this video, Paolo Ciabatti says PECCO'S doubters are simply haters. Lynn Jarvis opens up about Yamaha's scrapped 2022 engine. Paul Espargaro admits he is looking forward to the end. Fabio Di Giannantonio questions his future in MotoGP. Third different title sponsor for Razlan Razali's team in 3 years' time. And Remy Gardner simply doesn't care anymore. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. Pecco Bagnaia, who was once 91 points behind in the standings, now stands on the verge of claiming his first ever Premier Class title. Despite having an unimaginable comeback mostly on merit, many have been making unfair comments on social media to discredit Pecco's title under the pretense of preferential treatment at Ducati. Calling all the detractors simply haters, Ducati co-sporting director Paolo Ciabatti has come out defending their star rider. Pointing out the negative impact of social media on riders, Ciabatti started. Quartararo has also suffered the pressure, so much so that he took a few weeks off from social media. It can bother a rider a lot because these are detractors. But you have to understand that this is today's world and you also need to learn how to not care. If we look at all the races Pecco has won, the laps he has led, all those who speak on principle because they prefer other riders or because they see the figure of Valentino in Pecco, they are simply haters and they can be very bad. If as a rider you fail to detach from these unjustified comments which come from social network and social media, you risk being hurt. Pecco's numbers are unmistakable. Only those who are incompetent or in bad faith can cast doubts about them, and we are not interested in these people. Yamaha, on the other hand, are about to lose the rider's title, as pointed out by Fabio Quartararo multiple times during the season due to lack of engine performance. Now historically, the M1 has never been the fastest bike through the speed traps, but in 2022, their struggles were compounded because firstly, there are so many Ducatis on the track that even when Pecco was having one of his bad days, Fabio was not able to make most of it because he was busy fighting with other Ducatis. And secondly, Yamaha were forced to use their 2021 engine because the unit they developed for 2022 had major reliability issues. Reflecting on the difficult 2022, Yamaha team boss Lynn Jarvis said, "We had a reliability problem with the unit that we were to introduce in 2022. That is why we could not homologate it. There is no point in using a more powerful engine if it is not reliable." The first problem we faced was having to tell Fabio as a world champion. This year he has raced with the same level of power as in 2021, and that obviously he did not like. Fabio could have been much harder on us than he has been, and for that we thank him. There are times when you have to hit rock bottom to come out reinforced, and that is why we signed Marini's group this January, to try to straighten out the biggest weakness of the bike. Coming to the end of a 2-year-long nightmare, Paul Espargaro cannot wait for all of it to be over at Valencia. Paul has constantly suffered for the last 2 years on the Honda RC213B and gave stiff competition to Aleix Marquez in terms of number of crashes. And arriving at Valencia, he could not hide his relief that all of it is coming to an end. In an interview with PECCO'S, Paul said, "I've been fast in Valencia in the past, getting my first MotoGP podium here. It is a place where I feel good and I have had some of my best races, but I am looking forward to the end in Valencia." While one of Gresini's riders is regularly fighting at the front of the grid, the other one is having a hard time even getting into the points. After a tough start to the season, Fabio finally opened his point score at round 7, and while the pole position at Mugello seemed to be the point where his rookie season would finally take off, it all came down crashing soon, and the young Italian rider has not been able to score in the last 6 rounds. Admitting on Instagram that he is no longer having fun on the bike, Fabio wrote, "We are not solving problems, we are not fast, and I enjoy less and less on the bike." Leaving on a cryptic note, Fabio ended, "After Valencia, another chapter opens. Who knows?" After losing Petronas back in 2021, Razlan Razali created a new racing team called RNF Racing and had With You as their title sponsor for 2022 and beyond. Switching over to Aprilia, Razali was looking forward to having more competitive bikes next year, but then With You also decided to pull away at the end of this season. Now Razali has partnered with a Romanian tech company called Crypto Data Tech to be their title sponsor for 2023. Crypto Data are not new to MotoGP as they sponsored the Austrian GP this season and are also a personal sponsor of Jorge Martin. In addition, They have also been a co-sponsor of the RNF racing team since the Austrian GP. And World SBK bound Remy Gardner has admitted that he doesn't care about his performance in the last race of the season and just wants it to be over. Unable to figure out the RC16, the Aussie has been struggling to find rear grip and making the rear tire last. Speaking with Crash.net, Gardner said, "It's not fun, it's not good. The first few laps aren't bad. When our rear tire is still there, I can manage. After a few laps, I put on tire saving mode and traction control. But my rear tire won't stop falling. I feel like I am on the ice. I have nothing left. I don't know what's going on or why it is happening. But to be honest, I don't care anymore." Do you think Fabio Di Giannantonio has a shock announcement coming at Valencia? Let's chat in the comments below.
Hi guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.